Girl Scouts, my name's Linda and I'm in my backyard in Seymour, Connecticut, and we're working on the EcoLeaner badge. And what we're going to do today is go for a little stroll in my backyard woods, and we'll stop along the trail and take a peek and see what's happening here. It's April in Connecticut. So before we go, just to be safe, I let my family know where I was going. I was going outside for a walk in my backyard, and I dressed for the weather. It's kind of windy today and I have my windbreaker on. I put my sneakers on because I'm not going for a very rough walk. If I were going for a rougher terrain, I would wear my boots, right, that have a tread like that. But to help the backyard soil, I'm not wearing those. I'm just wearing my sneakers because that's all I need in terms of traction to get around my house, my area. So let's go for a little bit of a walk. I have a couple things that I'm bringing with me. One is a container so that I can collect some things if I find something interesting. And the other thing I'm bringing, just so it's easier to see, is a piece of white paper, so that helps me if I find something that's dark. I can pull that out and it will help us see what we found. So let's head out on the trail and see what we can find. Okay, here we go. This is my backyard and we're just going to go down into the wooded area. It's a little bit breezy today. I wanted to just show you some of the things you can see on this bush. The buds are coming out. Pretty soon we'll have some leaves growing. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to summer. I don't know about you guys. This is something that I really like. This is this right here was a bush, and the people before me didn't like it anymore. They pulled it out. So it has what used to be its roots right there. I'm holding onto the main trunk of the bush, and then these are all the extra branches. Just think it's kind of pretty, so I leave it there on top of that stump. I also like the stump because it has some nice shelf fungus growing on it. Okay, so we'll head back on my little path. I don't really have a trail, but I do try to stay in the same area while I'm walking, because that way I know I'm not stepping on plants that are starting to grow. If I always walk in the same spot, it helps my backyard grow. So let's see. So I've put the piece of string that I brought just out in a random spot, and I've left my piece of paper, or observation paper, there too. If you wanted to, this would be a great time to like bring a pencil with you also and see how many of each kind of thing that you found, or maybe draw pictures of them, and just record what you see inside your circle, your observation circle. So let's see. So right off the top of I see that there is a little tree that's growing. I'm going to get a little bit closer and put this white spoon behind it. You can see its little leaves. It's red, and by the shape of the tree, the leaves, I can see that it's going to be trying to be a red maple tree. We have some of those in our backyard, so I'm not surprised that it's growing there. What else can I find? Let's see. Right here, this looks like it is a part of an acorn. It's just the cap. Something has eaten the acorn shell, the acorn seed inside, but I'm going to put it in our box. And here's a different kind of acorn. This one still has the seed. You can see the top part there and its cap. We'll put it in the acorn, the seed bin. And here's another. You can tell that I have a lot of oak trees in my yard. Here's another different type of acorn cap. Right? The seed again isn't there anymore. Probably some squirrel had it for dinner. Here is a different kind of seed, right? This seed, oh, it blew away, it's made to do that. This seed is from a maple tree, and it has two parts. It has the seed part right there, and it has the wing part right there. And that's so when the seed is ripe, it will fly in the wind, it will blow in the wind to a new place away from the tree, so that we'll have space to grow. Okay, what else do we see? This looks like this is a piece of lichen, and it fell off of a tree. Like I said, we have some trees that have, sometimes the lichen grows in the bark of the tree, and it's really kind of interesting to see the shape. So I'm going to put that. It's not a seed, so I'm going to put it in a separate section. So we do have, since we're in the woods, we have a lot of different kinds of trees around. And you can tell that by looking at the different kinds of leaves we have. So I'm going to put a couple leaves out here. So these are both maple leaves. Sorry, that's wrong. These are both oak leaves. It's so windy. They're both oak leaves, but they have different shapes. If you can see, this one has points, right, like that. And then this other oak leaf over here, it has lobes as well, but these aren't pointy. These are kind of round, like my finger is kind of round, right? So pointy and roundish. Two different kinds of oak trees. And then if I look around this in the circle, I really only see oak leaves, except for maybe once in a while. Here's one little leaf that isn't an oak leaf. It's kind of a little bit rotting away. It makes a great shadow. Did you see that? Look, that's the shadow, and that's the leaf. That's pretty cool. It's starting to decompose. All the leaf isn't there. I don't see very many other kinds of leaves in here. It's really just oak leaves. So now I'm going to move this big stick, right? It's a rotting piece of wood from a tree. And when I pull it up, I'm going to look very carefully so I put it back in the same spot. But I don't see anything moving underneath. Sometimes you can find insects under there. And if I look on the bottom of the piece of wood, sometimes you can see an insect there as well. I don't see one today. So remember, I'm going to be very careful and put my piece of wood back exactly as close as I can to where it was, and very gently. I don't throw it down, I just gently place it back. Okay, so here's two other things I am finding. Put them in a box so you can see them. They're pretty tiny. Okay, these look like they are flowers from a tree. They're red. It's a blossom, right? I don't know if you can see it. Okay, let's see one last look at the circle. There are lots of sticks. There's a big rock. There's a piece of straw. That blew from my yard, that piece of straw. And I think that's about it. Here's this piece of stick right here. This part right here shows that it has the start of a leaf. Let's see if I can get it in focus. Anyways, it's kind of cool looking. Very smooth, but it looks like it fell off in the wind because it was very windy last night. Okay, so for your EcoLeaner badge, take a piece of string or yarn, and go out into your backyard, or if you a park nearby, wherever you can go. It doesn't have to be a big space, right? It can be a little tiny space. It could be even in a piece of grass or by the side of the sidewalk. Put your circle out, see what's inside. You can record it on the paper if you want. You can take pictures of it. You can sort things that you find, like we've done, putting seeds over here and things that weren't over here, this other section. And just be